All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Corey, and today I'm gonna tell you how I went from being like a skinny, lanky kid who couldn't bench nothing really to being able to hit 225 and beyond. So I just wanted to tell you guys like my story and how I got there, man, because I just feel like this could help somebody like that was in my position when I was that age. Like I could have got it faster had I known what I was doing. So I'm gonna just get straight into it, bro. So like the first time that I ever benched was in about 2020. So this was my sophomore year of high school, and we had a weight training class, right? It was fun, bro. I remember it was actually fun. It was me, my boy Vaughn, my boy Dallas. I had some guys in that class, you know what I'm saying? So those are always fun. And we would play sports too. I think it was, what happened was, I think I was doing team sports the first semester, and then the second semester I did weight training because I wanted to start lifting weights because everybody else was talking about it. And I didn't have any access to a gym outside of school, so I was like, okay, cool, that'll be sweet. So I started weight training the second semester of sophomore year. So this is 2020, right? I'm 16 years old, and I started weight training. And what happened was, some days we would have scheduled workouts from the gym teacher and all that, and then some days we could just kind of do whatever you wanted, lift out whatever you want. And I remember I never touched the bench because I was always scared. Like I was scared because I knew I had never done it before, and I knew I would be bad, so I never even touched it, bro. One day when we was doing like a free time, the way our gym is set up is we have a gymnasium, we have a basketball court, and then on top of that, in a little section, you can go up some stairs and there's the weight room. And so we can go downstairs and go into the gymnasium and hoop. So during the free time, people will go downstairs and hoop. You know what I'm saying? They'll go down there and they start hooping. And then, some people like the tryhards, they stay up there and keep lifting, you know what I'm saying? But everybody's down there hooping. It's in the gym. It's like a free day. Not even necessarily hooping. They're just throwing a dodgeball or football around, frisbee, whatever. And I'm in the weight room and I'm gonna pop the video up on the screen. But it was me, my boy Dallas, and my boy Vaughn. And I said, you know what? Can you guys, spot me? I said something like that, can you spot me up? I want to try to bench something. And they hit it easy, you know what I'm saying? They both hit it easy. I get under there. First of all, my boy Dallas had to tell me what to do. And I'm under there, okay. My arms shaking. There's only 25 on both sides, right? And I'm literally like, arms shaking, could barely put it up. And then I start trying to just push it up because I have no idea what I'm doing. And then rep 4 or 5, my arms like give out and I'm like go all sideways and stuff. It's bad, bro. It was bad. And like my boy, he's laughing in the video and everything. That video used to motivate me, honestly. That video would motivate me, because I would go back to it. And so from that day, like from weight training, because I don't know, something about that that environment. Like when you're in the gym with all your boys and stuff, like, and then people are lifting weights and they're lifting heavy. And you want to lift heavy too, you know what I'm saying? Like you're a guy and you want to be strong or whatever. And it's just like, ever since then, I just wanted to have a good bench. Like, I don't even know why I wanted to bench so bad. I really just wanted to say I could bench, 225, just so I could seem cool or something. I don't know, but I just wanted to bench, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to do that. So I started doing it a little bit more in weight training or whatever. But I never really did it much after that, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew I had a lot of work to do. And I didn't want to do it in the class. Yeah, so I just wanted to bench, bro. And so what happened was, this was 2020, and so the COVID hit. COVID shut down the school and everything. And so I'm at home, like all this free time on your hands, and I'm like, bro, I want to come out of COVID, like I want to come out of this jacked, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to come out of this like a new man. And when I want to come back to school after COVID, I want to be like yo. I had no, not even the smallest follicle of a fathom of what to do. Yeah, I had no clue what to do. So I was like, you know what? My dad had some dumbbells lying around, whatever. And I started lifting those. We had a 20 and a 25. And so I would just like, at first I couldn't even really do it, but I just started practicing on that. Bro, when I tell you, I was like so proud of that for some reason. Like I thought I had so much muscle. Like at the time, looking back, because I look at my old pictures and stuff, doing like the digging for the video. I'm looking through my pictures, bro, and I'm like, I took this thinking that I was big. I took this thinking that I was doing something. But I really wasn't, like looking back. And also I started doing push-ups. I wasn't good at them, so I rarely did them. But that was the only thing I could think of that I knew would grow my chest, because again, I didn't have a bench. I didn't have a bench in my house. I did have a membership to a gym, but I didn't have a car or anything. It was rare that I would get there. Most of the time I could just do push-ups on the floor. So I'll just do that. I'll do like 20, thinking I was doing something. I'll do like 20 push-ups in a row, or or like in a setting, do 5, 5, 5, 5, you know what I'm saying? Like take my time, get to 20 push-ups thinking I was doing something. And at one point I remember I wanted to bench so bad, I found some random like bench that we had around the house and I set it up like in my room. I created all the way upstairs to my room and I set it down and I laid down and grabbed the 2 dumbbells and I was trying to do this. The bench, it was too wide, so I couldn't actually go all the way down. My chest, like it would go down to like right here where the rest of my body was because the bench was too wide. It wasn't like a normal bench where you could go all the way down. So I just had to like do like this. So that didn't really do anything. So that was short lived. But yeah, I just started trying stuff, man. I just really wanted to do it. Fast forward to about January of 2021. And so I had weight training that year as well. I signed up for weight training that year. And that year, I had really tried to like improve my bench in weight training. Like I took this as an opportunity to like, okay, I didn't really get any muscle during quarantine like I wanted. So this was my chance to get a consistent everyday workout in. So I was like trying to bench all the time. That had gotten me up decently. My gosh, I remember that. Yes, so that was my goal. My goal was to bench 1 plate by the end of that year. I don't think I quite got it that summer. So rewind a little bit. Me and my family went to Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Mind you, I live in Michigan. So we went all the way down to New Orleans for Mardi Gras in 2021. So this is in like February. We're in Mardi Gras having a good time. My dad has cameras like around my house. He just like looking through the cameras for whatever reason. And he sees like a drip coming from the top. And it's just like constantly dripping. He looked in another camera, something, saw like a flood, like he saw like water, but everything was like ruined basically. We ended up getting the house like redone because of that. And we had to move to Birmingham, Michigan, which is a little ways away from our normal house. And so, cause I had gotten a bike when we went over there, because our normal house at the time was not in a city for real. It was kind of secluded in like almost a rural type of area. The roads that lead to our neighborhood have no sidewalks, no shoulders, no nothing. So we couldn't ride bikes and stuff, weren't allowed to as kids and whatever. We get to Birmingham, which is more of a city, has sidewalks and everything, and so we're allowed to ride bikes. And so I had a bike and I'm literally like, I rode it everywhere around like the city. I was going on all kind of adventures, man. I had like a little U-Lock. I eventually convinced my mom to get a YMCA membership. It was probably like a mile or 2 from our house in Birmingham, a decent little bike ride, but she got it, you know what I'm saying? And every day I would go up there, especially during the summer, because I had nothing to do, literally. And so every day I would just go up there, a few hours. I just tried stuff, turn on my AirPod, and I just started trying to bench or whatever. I eventually hit a plate. I didn't even test my full limits, my full capabilities, because I was going by myself, and so I didn't have like anyone to spot me. But that was like a big improvement for me. That was a big achievement for me, because like again, I couldn't even do the 25s. And so like a real plate on both sides, I thought it looked cool. Like, you know, you get the big plate, you're like, oh shoot, 135, I'm going crazy. During this time, I also didn't really eat correctly, so I was trying to bulk and I didn't have any nutritional tips or whatever. I just ate pizza, burgers, McDonald's and stuff. So I did put on some weight, but I did put on muscle as well. That was in the summertime. The whole YMCA thing was that summer in 2021. So my senior year, which is the fall of 2021, I signed up for weight training again. The most I had done in high school was a plate and a 25. I might have added a 10 on there, but either way, it was basically, I never got to 225 is my point. That summer, 2022, I had a car at this point, but I didn't really focus on that. I was focused on other stuff. I was going a lot of little tune-ins and stuff, trying to buy clothes. And so I left for college that fall. And this was one of my points where I was really into benching, like a lot. So this is my first time where I really got constant access to a gym. I live right across the street from the gym, so I'll go there every day. Me and my boy Chris, I'll try to like bench every day, and he was like, no, you can't bench every day, like that's not how it works. But I just wanted to bench so bad. I just wanted to be cool. Like I wanted to have like the high bench number for some reason. I wanted to mark off that I could do 225. Like that's really all I wanted to do. I never even envisioned going past that. And then this is when I got to like 200. You know, you have the plate, then you have the 25, then I think it's a 10 and then a 5 after that, or something like that. And that's where I got to 200 pounds. I got up to like 215. And so, but I never tried the 225. Like I tried it once and I actually got like one like half rep or whatever. Some guy was some super jack guy, super strong guy was like basically lifting it up for me. So I never really counted that. I couldn't do it on my own because I was trying to put it up, but I couldn't. So he had to lift it up for me. So he was like, yeah, good job, you did it. I was like, nah, I didn't. You did it for me, bro. That was about that full semester. And so New Year's, I was like 225, 30 pounds. I had lost a bunch of weight. I had lost the 30 pound in January of 2023. I had lost that. And so I had gotten down to about 200 pounds. And I wasn't really binging during that time. I was just focused on losing the weight. I just kind of lost the thought that I could bench. I was a lot lighter. So I didn't think that I could even bench that much. So I didn't even try, really. How like pathetic is that? But I didn't even try because I had lost like all the weight. So I didn't think I could bench that much anymore. And then basically from then until this summer of 2024, I hadn't really benched like at all. It just wasn't my priority at the time. I had a lot of other stuff going on. Fast forward until this summer, I got a membership at Planet Fitness. I just decided to get a real gym because up until that point, I had been working out at my house. I started going consistently. You know, I just started making a point to get up and go consistently. This was when I really started to formulate a workout routine and a plan, start dieting right, and start having a meal plan and eating the same thing every day and like really taking it seriously. I had attempted something like this, like a body transformation in 2023, and it didn't really work, whatever. I didn't really know what to do. So this time I had a lot more information. I had done a lot more research, and I had really come up with like a good program, whatever. So, and I will explain that later. I will have a whole thing about that, so just stay tuned. And so I started incorporating bench into my workout routine. And you know, at Planet Fitness, they don't have a real free weight bench press. They just have a Smith machine, which is basically like a controlled bench. Yeah, so I started using that, and I just started doing it like every other day, 2 or 3 times a week. Nothing crazy until I had finally did it. I just put the 2 plates on there and I just lifted it up. So basically I just kept doing that. I just kept doing like the 225 as much as I could until I had gotten to a real gym where I could test it out for myself. And I felt confident at that point that I could do it myself. At that point, I had worked up to being able to do like 5 in a row on the Smith machine. So I'm like, okay, I could do 5 in a row on the Smith machine. I could probably at least get 1 in a free weight. And so I put the video on there, and I did that. And so it's just so crazy that I actually hit it, because I remember being that guy like that was scared to bench in front of people, that was scared to like tell people that I even benched, right? That I even worked out. Like I remember just being like super lanky and skinny and hating my body and hating like my chest and stuff, thinking I was weak and small and stuff. You know, I just wanted to keep going. I just wanted to prove everyone wrong. Now I got to the point where I can do it. And so my advice to anybody who is starting their fitness journey, who wants to bench and press more, my recommendation, eat a lot of protein. This is something that I did not know coming up. I would eat like pizza and burgers. And when you're in high school, you don't even eat breakfast. You just wake up. Get protein shakes, granola bars, yogurts, get little stuff like that. Little snacks. I actually have a whole meal prep. I'll make a video on that later, but I have a whole meal prep that will show you guys how to reach your protein goals. Try to aim for at least 1 gram of protein per your body weight. So if you weigh, say 150 pounds, then you have to try to get to 150 grams of protein. And also, like, you know, getting proper sleep and drinking a lot of water. But the most important thing is just to train, go hard as I was always scared to go higher because I didn't want like to be embarrassed. I didn't want people to see me like fail or whatever. But f that, bro. Like just like go hard as like, you know, like you'd be surprised like how much you can actually do. That was one big thing for me, not underestimating yourself. Like just knowing like you can do a lot more than you think if you just tell your mind like to shut up and stop being a pussy and stop crying about stuff. Like cause I'll literally be hurting and I want to stop. But I actually can do more. Like I can do like 10 more if I just stop crying. You could do like more before your arms would just give out. Like if you go to failure every time or close to it, you will make massive gains. Basically, don't stop until you die, and you're not gonna die. So tell yourself whatever you gotta tell yourself and be consistent. This is my last piece of advice. Just do it like every other day or every 2 days or whatever. As long as you have some sort of routine, some type of schedule that'll help you build discipline. I just got there through pure consistency because again, I didn't know what I was doing. So I literally just kept going, not following any of the rules basically. If you're consistent and you actually do follow the rules, and you actually do it right, you will get way better results way faster than I did. So recap, go hard, eat a lot of protein, and just be consistent. My 3 pieces of advice, my 3 tips. And so I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to stay tuned. I got a lot more videos coming. I'm on the grind. Let's go.